Hey there, welcome to Tennille Talks. So, this reading is a little refreshing. It seems to be a reading that's about some type of connection or love that is going to come, it's going to form in the near future. And so we have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. And so this is about good news. This is about somebody making a split decision, possibly travel, but this is about circumstances that are evolving and changing, and it's changing fast, right? The wands are about momentum. And so this change is going to bring an experience where people can plan for the future. You can seek new possibilities. You can move ahead. And so the first character that we see in this reading is a Father of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles. And so this is somebody in masculine energy. I've noticed, and so if I've offended anybody along the way, I've realized that if the card is telling me it's a woman, then I just stick with it throughout the reading. If the card is a masculine, I just stick with it as being a male. But obviously, when you translate these stories, in the event that they resonate with you, when you translate them to your own life, obviously you can change the gender so that the narrative kind of fits if the energy is applying. And so I do not shift back and forth during the reading. I stick with the energy of the cards just because it helps it flow for me to kind of speak out what I'm seeing. And so I'm not doing that to offend anybody. And so I ask if you could just please make the adjustment in your own life based on what you are experiencing, in the event that I don't continue to do that in the reading. Okay, so we have a Father of Coins, which is a King of Pentacles. And so this is a man who is connected to wealth, right? Possibly a successful businessman. You would consider this man to be a leader, somebody that's trusted because they're stable, they're responsible, they're disciplined, and they have the means, they have the assets to show you this. Now, and the end of a tough cycle is approaching for this Father of Coins, this King of Pentacles. And so although we just talked about the kind of positive qualities of the King of Pentacles, I am thinking and feeling that this man has gone through some type of financial hardship, and the things or the choices that he made to acquire money during these rough times may not have always been on the up and up. So we're talking about possible gambling problems, making bad investments, right? Maybe doing a little bit of illegal activity just to make ends meet, right? Get rich quick schemes. And so if we're talking about somebody in terms of finances, and it seems like this person is coming out of a period when they dealt with financial lows, right? And so I'm seeing that it's almost like this man is getting to a point where he's financially stable, and now he can finally make a choice that he was not able to make in the past. And the choice that he is making is taking him immediately to a soulmate who comes out as an eternal lover, right? And when we're talking about eternity and soulmates, this absolutely could be a relationship that did exist in another life, a past life. And so maybe they've crossed paths, but it was almost like you meet, but it's kind of like right person, wrong time. And so the wrong time from the perspective of this male is that just financially he lacks stability, right? But now there's a certain promise. There's something that this man was a part of behind the scenes that is giving him the confirmation and the assurance that he is going to be able to find his footing, right? The responsibilities that he truly was needed to carry, he's finally going to have the means to be able to do that. And so this is what is kind of sending him quickly into the direction of whoever this soulmate is. And this is choosing, do I want to stay? Do I want to go? I'm craving this new experience. You know, am I going to go after it? Am I going to plan for the future? And so this man is making a decision, and the decision that he's making is for the long term. And at the forefront of his mind is whoever this partner is. And so if this is not unfolding just yet, we do have distant horizons. And so this is something that will arrive soon. It's coming in the future. This would be equivalent to kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. So this is something that you can expect to take place. We also have the empress energy. And so this actually, can I just tell you, in this reading, we have the emperor and we have the empress, which means that we have divine counterparts, right, coming out in the same reading. But I'm seeing that this man was not able to stand in his divine masculinity because financially he felt that he didn't master that aspect of himself, right? And so before he can go build alongside another, he first has to feel stable and secure and be able to build in his own right, in his own energy. So it seems like whoever he is going to approach or move towards is not only a soulmate, but this is divine feminine. This is an empress energy, somebody that's nurturing, beautiful, a peacemaker, creative, loving, right? This is somebody that you just feel safe and secure with. A very attractive spirit, a very attractive soul. This is just a woman that is wholesome, like she's got it all going on. And quite often we hear that the divine feminine or the empress is actually a compilation of all the other four queens in the tarot deck. So this is a woman that has mastered her mind. This is a woman that has mastered her finances. She makes good choices in terms of money, right? This is a woman that has mastered her emotions, so she's not emotionally manipulative or controlling. She's very empathetic. She's very compassionate, sometimes psychic or very intuitive. And then you have the version of her that's the Queen of Swords, that's very logical and perceptive, and she knows when to put up boundaries in order to protect herself and those that she loves. So like that is showing up in full Empress energy. And so there is a level of gratitude, and I don't know if this man, I think at one point it's almost like he wasn't able to see this woman for who she was, and I think it's because his life was kind of scattered, and it was his life was not stable enough for him to see the stability that she could possibly offer him. Right. And so it was just like he was looking through the fog. So she's right in front of him, but he really can't perceive her in her truest form. Right. Because he's dealing with whatever he's dealing with behind the scenes. And so there's a level of gratitude. Now that he has the ability to let go of stress, he can kind of move back into his heart space. And now he can kind of pick up on the satisfaction and the fulfillment of having this woman as his partner, right? And so, to be in love, it's a very spiritual thing. Love isn't always practical. And so I feel like this is finally the time where you can balance the spirituality and the practicality of life. Like, I kind of see this woman and I'm really interested in her, but is it practical to go after someone if my own space or my own realm is not yet in order? Now, someone's lurking, someone's watching this. And so quite literally, you can be on the precipice of a relationship about to join. Now I have the King of Swords, and literally the King of Swords is just sitting here, and we have evidence, detecting, investigation, or proof. Now, typically the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, those can talk about divorced counterparts, right? And so this is giving me the energy of an ex. Or just, and this person can be connected to the masculine. It can be connected to the feminine, right? But nonetheless, this is somebody that's on the outside. And the King of Swords is somebody that lives in their head, never in their heart. So when this man is watching this connection possibly take place or unfold, or maybe he just knows the moves that are happening next for these people, he is not feeling it. This is a person that's kind of arrogant, manipulative, cold, calculated, cynical, right? They speak with a level of directness that can kind of be hurtful. So think about the characteristics that I explained and decide, is there someone that is outside of your life, whether it be a part of your past, that kind of carries those traits, that would not want to see you move into a loving, caring connection. And that is who this person is. And so this person is worried, they're concerned, they're anxious, unsettled, and disturbed. All of that at the same time because they have proof. I don't know what investigating they've done, to be able to figure out what is coming next in the life of this woman or this man, but this person is well aware of what's to come. And we also have 10 of Cups. So this man is on the outside feeling cold and bitter and left out, right? And he's realizing that joy and happiness and fulfillment, contentment, blessings, value, like all of the things are about to unfold in the life of somebody that he used to be attached to. Now, we have a new moon card, which literally says a new start is coming. And that is exactly what this King of Swords has proof of. The new moon, the next new moon, I'm just going to share it with you in case you want to mark your calendars, is June 6th. Okay. So we're literally like a day away from June 1st. So within the week, in the event that you are in the realm of connecting with somebody, if this is your story, somebody that you may have been disconnected from for a period of time, maybe because they had to get things together, potentially could be making their way to you. But there is somebody that is very salty and that's kind of lurking that is not happy about that. Now, the proof, what does this King of Swords have evidence of? Well, he has evidence that there is going to be harmony, there is going to be stability, and that everything is going to be okay. Whether he's realizing that the person he used to be attached to is going to be okay, they're going to have stability. So this could be somebody that you separated from that never wanted to see you get your footing, right? Every way. If you failed with them, you need to fail with everybody. If you're not going to love them, you're not going to love anybody. If you don't have a family with me, you're not going to have a family with anybody. Like, this is somebody like that. But they're realizing that this connection or this relationship is high honor. Not only this is absolutely a love reading. Now, we have a new romantic cycle begins, and that's the new moon in Libra. And so you get a new start in June, and then during Libra season, possibly a new romantic cycle begins. And so I don't know if there could be like a courting phase from June to October, but nonetheless, whatever is shifting in your life, it is also going to include a counterpart. Now, this may not happen immediately on June 6th, but what I'm just saying is the energy surrounding you or whoever this other partner is, it is one that is conducive for love to grow. It is conducive for love to thrive, right? And so if you've been through periods of your life where you've gone through seasons of solitude and it just wasn't the right time to be in partnership with someone, this reading is absolutely saying that love is on the horizon. And whoever this person is watching and kind of waiting. Now, they do take action in this reading, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But I also have music here. And so something that I do when I'm preparing for these readings, as I'm going through the cards, as I'm taking my notes, I listen to music, specifically love music. I just love, never going to change. And sometimes it raises my vibration. It just gets me in the right feeling. It gives me, it's the mood. I just love the way it feels, right? And I love what I do. And so listening to music that elevates me while I'm attempting to kind of decode these messages, it is just a vibe. And so I think this is an indication that if you know that you are trying to bring in a certain energy into your life, I think that you should capitalize on the energy that has made itself known in this reading. And so maybe this can just be a message to you to use music as a way to kind of put you in the flow of love. Whether you see somebody that you're interested in or not, but kind of live in the realm that you have it already. You are already experiencing it, right? And so I'm as single as a Pringle, but I love me some love music, right? So I just love, and I don't necessarily have to have a counterpart in order to feel that way. And so I'm taking this as an indication that we should use music as a way to inspire us, as a way to open us up to just who we naturally are. It connects us to our talents. Music is powerful, and in many ways, it is a spiritual tool, and it just gives you access to realms and to frequencies and to vibrations almost instantly, right? And so it connects you to your passion. It allows you to balance your energy. And so I know that to be true about music, which why it is such an important component of me preparing to do these readings, right? It invokes my imagination. It takes my mind elsewhere, which makes it easier to connect and to try to decode and decipher what it is that I'm supposed to be understanding for each reading that I put out. So maybe that is important for someone out there. So now here comes the King of Swords. So yes, he has proof. Yes, he has evidence. So he's not just watching, he's actually acting. Now we have judgment here because this man is under judgment. And I'm saying man because he's a King of Swords, but he totally could be a woman. But this person is under judgment because of the action that they have taken based on the proof and the evidence that they have gained. And so what I'm seeing here is somebody that is a professional. They have a specific talent or expertise, right? This is somebody that knows everything. And so I am seeing this to be a person that has the ability to dabble in different dimensions this is way beyond spell work. This is way beyond spell work. And I don't think that this is the energy of the King of Swords, but I think that this is somebody that the King of Swords has partnered with in order to work against whatever is coming through that I just shared with you about love and a possible partnership, right? So, hold on, let me just, yes, this King of Swords has done something, whether it was in the past or, yes, this King of Swords did something in the past in order to promise that whatever is about to happen would never happen, right? And so because the exact thing that he worked against, because it's coming in, what's also coming in is judgment, right? And so this is the time. Judgment, it literally means alignment. It means this is the time to get things in order, right? This is the time where we can't fake. We got to be authentic, right? This is the time to answer the call. And so if two people that have been kept apart for whatever reason, right? Even if the spell work that he got someone else to do it, he did not do it himself. He has been working with someone, paying someone, which is probably why he has the ability to get evidence and proof. I don't think that this is a private investigator. I think this is somebody that is a spiritual investigator. I'll say it like that. This is somebody that is a spiritual investigator that has the ability to peer into the light. I'm getting objects. So like, let's say this is your ex and he has objects or something of yours. I think that they have like the ability to use certain pictures or things that maybe you touched or, in order to kind of like channel the energy and to like see what your climate, what your temperament is. And so this person can say like, they seem to be fulfilled. They seem to be happy. They're very joyful. They're laughing. They're having fun. They're healed. They're transforming. Like love's coming. You know what I mean? And so just like I told you, a new start is coming and a new romantic cycle is beginning. I feel like that is exactly what was spoken to the King of Swords, who has paid this person to be able to gain access to this information. And so this is giving me bitter ex, but this is somebody who will never be anything but bitter, right? And this person may have access to money where they have the ability to pay for this level of, we'll call it sorcery or magic. And so what I'm seeing now is the judgment is here, right? And so this is when things have to be in balance. And so if you were always supposed to have love, if you were supposed to have a counterpart, if you were supposed to have a 10 of cups type experience, you are going to have that, and nobody can take from you what is divinely designed for you. And so for a period of time, maybe this person, this King of Swords felt like he was successful in stopping that from happening. But the reality is that on the back end, whoever the potential partner was that you were supposed to be with, they had to sort out their finances. They had to get their footing. They had to make sure that they were stable. And of course, while they were doing that, the Empress had to balance her own spirituality and practicality, right? You kind of had to bring in the, gratitude. You kind of had to live in a state of gratitude where you're happy if you're single and you're happy if you're partnered. But nonetheless, you had to raise your frequency. And so I feel like this is two people who are separate, who've been separate. Maybe you know each other, maybe you don't. But you've both been separate and you've done the work independently, and now you're moving closer to each other. That's the energy I get. And so if that is happening in your life, if things are being rectified on your side, then on the opposite side, there is a level of kickback that this King of Swords is about to go through. And so we do have the energy of the Nine of Swords, which is kind of like despair, depression, stress, feeling anxious, right? And so this King of Swords at some point was bold enough to make a move against the exact thing that is about to unfold in the life of somebody that he was or still is connected to, right? And so this person is realizing that they need to be flexible, but they don't need to be flexible because they are about to watch your life unfold in the way that it is. They need to be flexible because of the aftermath of what they've been doing behind the scenes in order to stop essentially God's plan from coming to fruition. This is a pretty short reading, but that is exactly what I see here. So there's a potential relationship, that is going to be unfolding, and we'll say from June 6th, that's the new moon. This is when the new start is coming. Now, this can be a new start for both people, or this can just kind of be like new energy. This is when new energy arrives, right? And so independently, this Empress, this King of Pentacles who's moving into his Emperor phase, you are going to take advantage of this new energy. And music is one of the ways that I suggested. You're going to take advantage of this new energy, and you're going to use gratitude as a source of fuel. And while doing that, it will put you right on path for the new romantic cycle that is going to come about during Libra season, right? So from June to October, be in love with love. Be in love with yourself if this is what you want, right? Capitalize on the energy that's coming and be authentic, be honest, be true. You can't trick the universe, right? If you're not ready for it, if you are unhealed, if you have lingering bitterness and resentment, you can't trick the universe, right? So honor the space that you're in. But if you have done the work, and if this is the phase that you know you are stepping into because you've been given your own signs, then prepare for it, right? Prepare for it. But this is really, this is a good reading. Not that the other ones weren't good, but sometimes those readings are a little bit more spiritual warfare-y, so they can be a little bit heavy. But this one, I like this. This is promising. So watch out for the King of Swords. Like, if you are connected to this person in any way, like, pay attention to their energy, pay attention to the shifts, see if they start to soften up and be a little more kind, like, see what you can read. But at the same time, keep your boundaries up, healthy boundaries, and obviously don't share about any of the beautiful things that are unfolding in your life, right? Because it may not be happening for them on their side. And, we don't want to pour salt in anyone's wounds, but this is pretty quick, and I hope it is beneficial for some of you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.